Hi, this is Paul, and I'm going to show you how to launch a test for your students. So let's assume that you've already loaded your students into the list, and you can either import your students using a template, or you can add a student using this green button here. So here I have 5 students. 3 have already started taking a test, and 1 or 2 of them still need to take a test. I'm going to use Sean here, and going to hit the Begin Test button. When I click the Begin Test button, it'll give me an option to select different tests. In this case, only the PMMA test is available for the student because that's the only test that's available for a student in 2nd grade. Some tests span or are more than one test sometimes will be appropriate for a specific grade. In that case, you'll be able to choose which test you would like to administer. Then you have an option. You can either email the test link to the student, and that's so if the email address is associated with that student, then it'll send an email to that student with a link, and then they can launch the test from that link. Or you can log in for the student, like I've done here, and press the green button to launch a test in a new tab. So if I click that, it'll open up a new tab and log out the teacher, so the student can hit the back button and log back in as the teacher. And then the student will have the option of launching the tonal test or the rhythm test. So here I'm going to start the tonal test, and it will then check the headphones. It'll play a tone in each side, and then some tones in both ears to make sure that the student can hear the tones. If the student's headphones are not working, they would need to change the headphones or fix them before continuing the test. This will allow you to replay the headphone test if you needed to make some adjustments to the headphones. And then after the headphone test, the test will go ahead and launch. The test entails the student listening to 2 different clips, and then the student will then select whether or not the clips were different, same, or not sure. The AMMA test, Advanced Music Test, only has 1 clip, and the student needs to determine whether or not actually has two clips, but it has to determine whether or not the rhythm or the tonal are both the same or if they're different. If you have any questions, you can always click the Contact Us link at the top here and send us an email, and we'd be happy to help you out. Thank you very much for your time.